and this is gonna be a short video because I already got scenes for tomorrow, and I wish I have time, but I have a new title. So talking about the title, you might be wondering, what you knew about the title? Well, I went to my local Target, maybe pay some taxes, these, and I got Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu bundle. It has the Pokeball Plus accessory, and this was released on the 16th of this Friday. I wanted to play this as the first day in the morning, but I didn't have anything because I have a lot of errands to pull, so you could tell I was kind of busy. But now that I have the time, I wanted to show you a unboxing video of the Let's Go Pikachu. I didn't get 2 copies of the same bundle, even though they both contain Mew, but Mythical Pokemon kind of miscellaneous in my opinion. But anyway, so I got this for now. The bundle will the whole bundle costs about $100 plus taxes, and depending on where you get it, you might get a better deal depending on the taxes. Now, nobody I don't usually care about the Pokemon franchise, but hey, I'm a sucker for JRPGs, and I'm a so when I heard that this game was coming out, I couldn't resist to buy this game because ever since Nintendo announced that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon were going to be the last games for the 3DS, I figured I might as well take a chance to migrate to a different JRPG. And sometimes when you put tape, it's not really simple to pull out, but you know, security reasons. Alright, now we might have to get this. Let's see what this has so far. So we talked about this title. What's inside the accessory is that it has everything you need. It has the base game, which is included with the bundle. Now the base game will run about $59.99, which is $60 for retail. And the Pokeball accessory, which is included inside, this will usually cost about maybe $49.99, just $50. So maybe you could tell that when you put these two together, it usually costs about $100. But since I got a better bundle, I usually got a fair deal on this one. So in the base game, the cover art seems to be mostly interesting. I would get some prompts that they will make some of the bundle box kind of interesting to design, and I have to admit they put a lot of effort. Now usually I don't make a lot of in-game views about the box art, but you can tell that they used to put a lot of design. I didn't get Let's Go Eevee because the exclusives were not that bad. I mean, Let's Go Pikachu did have decent exclusives in terms of legendaries, but I didn't really mind to some extent. But talking about the game, there's the other contests that this game will have. Now, the reason why I got this bundle because it includes Mew, and it's usually compatible with Pokemon Go for the iOS and Android devices. So what makes this, which I get into. So as you might know, as soon as you get this, besides the box art, you will get the Kanto region of Gen 1. What makes this different is that it includes every map from Gen 1, so if you want a better guide, you will use your own weapons. This is actually kind of decent as a walkthrough, but you people need to get the guide. You want to correct every single mon possible. And why? Now, you might be wondering why this is important. Well, what makes this different than other titles is that you could use this for the base game, or use the Pokemon Go app for the iOS and Android devices. It's kind of useful in the fact that it's actually more superior than the Pokemon Go accessory that they used to pull back in 2015 or 2016, which I don't know what. But what makes this difference is that this is actually a better alternative for Pokemon Go. Instead, it has Bluetooth connectivity. It has LCD lighting, and it's also has a controller. Now, you can't use the Nintendo Pro controller for Let's Go Pikachu because apparently Nintendo decided that you need this peripheral to even play this game. It seems weird, but That's how corporations roll. And sometimes they usually put a lot of stickers, but I'm a huge fanboy. There we go. Because I didn't miss anything. So once I noticed that the box is kind of stiff to open. Okay. So inside this box, you got yourself a USB charging cable for the Nintendo Switch. I'm not sure how big is the charging cable, but we will see later on. But let's see what we have so far. The Dragon Mario. And the cream of the crop. The Pokeball accessory. It's in pure bubble wrap with a handle and a strap. You got yourself a better accessory than you ever imagined. Sometimes I usually count. This is it. This is the Pokeball accessory, and it's supposedly does work in some cases. Now I'm not sure how it does work, but I'm assuming it takes place in Bluetooth connectivity. So what makes this different is that it has some lighting fixtures into the mix. It has some now, assuming you know where to put the batteries. The joystick now. The knob is actually used as a joystick for the control, and you can also use the Joy-Con to play the game, but it's not really recommended. So the size is actually kind of medium or small. You would think that the size of a Pokeball would be medium size at the palm of your hand, but it has the same some of the sizes to some extent, which is understandable to some extent. In the top, you can see that this is where most of the buttons will usually function, and usually in the back. Now, I'm not sure how the game will usually function, but you could tell it's a different IP. Now, on the back, you can also put your charging cable to some extent. So if you wanted to play this IP, you could usually just plug this in and see what happens. But for the sake of commentary, we might as well test out the whole devices. You got yourself a strap with apparently this is usually 100% recommended, actually mandated to actually wear. The thing about the game is that you have to use motion controls to even play the IP, meaning that you have to wear this at all times. If you did it, you might want to waste a breaking your screen and how you go to Best Buy by another title, which is a huge pain. But if you have that type of mind to buy yourself a new flat screen TV, kudos to you, or kudos to me for surviving my own insanity. But moving on. So you got yourself a basic components. You got yourself a strap, the buttons located on the medium, the center, and the upper corner, and you have yourself a instruction pamphlet that is included with the accessory. Now, it's actually kind of simple. They usually make this big for legal reasons, but apparently you connect you connect the USB peripheral to the Nintendo Switch console as in the dock, and you usually just put this away. Now, apparently the biggest downside about it is that judging by the photo, it seems to be mostly too short, which I don't even know if that was the case, but if I have to look at the charging cable, it's frankly short. And there it is, the charging cable on its own glory. And oh boy, they don't make charging cables as they used to. Which is a comment, but hey. It's sometimes I use brute force to get this open. Got the tape up, you know. So this is it, the charging cable. Or at least I thought it was a charging cable, but I wouldn't know. Yeah, great start to this segment. Apparently, apparently the charging cable is kind of short. I never knew that the charging cable would be so short that I didn't expect this to happen. Now, anyway, with the Pro Controller, I will always with the Nintendo Pro Controller, I will always play with the wires on because the barrier for controllers is not that great. Now for this, I don't know how many hours would batteries will last. It may be depending for 5 hours in the gameplay, since the Let's Go Pikachu title is usually the remake of Kanto region, the Kanto version. So I'm not sure what specs that I will actually have, but I will rather full. Now this is actually the same as any other Nintendo controller you actually find. It's actually kind of short. I would say it's probably 5-7 inches of the same length, which is kind of short thing compared to the regular Pro Control or the adapter for the Nintendo Switch. So it's kind of weird to say the least. But apparently, you could use. I had to assume you could use your Nintendo Switch controller if you want to have everlasting playfield. Now it does plug in, but the whole thing is kind of short. And if you want to play this, well, you just plug it in the USB, such as my PS4. Oh, okay, even though I want to see it. Let's hear that again. So the USB does work, apparently. So with this indication, once you plug the USB into the back of the Pokeball accessory, you will hear the sound effect indicating that it's actually charging. So pretty much it does work. Now, one of the features that makes this different than any other title is that you actually could get yourself a Mew that's available inside the Pokeball. Now, this is the first time Nintendo or Game Freak give us a free legendary or mythical legendary inside this ball for free. Some complain that it actually makes the game mostly too easy. Well, I say that the game is already too easy for the beginning in some way. I already did play Gen 1 before, so it's not that big of a deal. And that's about it. I don't even know what to say, but I think that since I'm a sucker for JRPGs, it has to be a decent bottle in my own standard. Now, as I said, you don't have to. Now, you could use the Joy-Con to play Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee if you wanted to. But if you want to get something authentic, you want to get something free legendary to make the game more easier, because let's be honest, nobody has time, but you could pretty much get the accessory and the base game in your own denial. And not to mention, you can also use the Pokemon. You can also use the Pokemon application to transfer most of the Pokemon you caught in Pokemon Go, as long as they in Kanto, and transfer them to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee. So that's kind of a benefit. Honestly, I actually think it is actually a great idea to transfer, because I played a lot of Pokemon Go in the past, since maybe high school and in my senior years. But hey, now the fact that it's actually kind of easy that they had to put a Mario, kind of simple, but hey, it had to do it for legal reasons. The paper quality is kind of cheap. As for the material for the Pokeball, the touch is actually across between silicone rubber or actually TPE. I don't even know if it's actually rubber feel, but it's hard plastic, and with a sense it has a rubber texture to it. The design and texture is actually kind of decent, and I admit the controls are actually kind of well intuitive, besides being a small alternative to a actual ball. I only wish that they actually could make it bigger, but beggars can't be choosers. But that's the best part. You have to take some risks to enjoy some life. So, as for the paper quality, I usually would think that they should include a pamphlet. It's actually kind of too thin, but they don't give you details about the battery life, and half of the instructions is kind of fake. I only wish that they would give you more information how the battery life is usually going to last, but I guess you could look off IGN for more information if you wanted to. But hey, I am what I am. So, with that out of the way, that's pretty much my unboxing video. I did say it was going to be short because it doesn't get to use one of these two accessories. Well, I also got this because it has a free mythical legendary inside of it, which has more stats compared to the already legendary, but Yeah, I mean, I'm a sucker for JRPGs, and I always enjoy turn-based battle systems. I mean, look at me. I'm not sure what's going to come next. I could see some gameplay from Let's Go Pikachu if I wanted to, but I don't have a capture card. I have a lot of things to get in minutes of maneuver. So, unfortunately, I can't show you gameplay footage of Let's Go Pikachu. I trying to get a appropriate capture card. I'm going to source for gameplay for the PS4, but only when it comes to official Nintendo products. There's only fair for the Nintendo Switch. You are a dog. But as for Pokemon Go, I might show some gameplay video of that. But until then, this is the high Acidness here, rat-a-tat-tat, and hope you guys made it safe to your houses, because apparently yesterday there was a huge storm and there was a lot of traffic, especially a lot of inner-city areas in New York City. But if you live in New Jersey, or you live in Baltimore, or you live in Cincinnati, or Connecticut, or wherever in the city state, such as Miami, stay safe. There's a huge blizzard going on, and I suggest you stay settled around, and have a great weekend. Rat-a-tat-tat, sayonara, and happy Thanksgiving, even though it's only 2 weeks, but hope you guys are ready prepared for Black Friday. Peace out, and sayonara.